Hello there, and happy first day of Inktober. To anyone who's participating, I hope you do your best. And please don't be too hard on yourself if you get stuck or don't finish, because that happens to everyone. It's a hard challenge to complete. So for today, I'm just going to talk about my experience with Inktober and what I'm going to do this year, and maybe it'll be helpful to some people who are just starting out or in the past have done Inktober and it was really disappointing not to finish, or if you did finish and you kind of hated your work, because I've been in that boat. And yeah, so this year I'm not really going to do the 31-day challenge. I'm basically just inking some pre-planned illustrations, and it's definitely not going to be 31 of them. That's for sure. The first time I ever did Inktober, I did all 31 days. But they were 31 days of terrible illustrations. I was just kind of going through the motions of look at the prompt or come up with something, sketch it, and put down some ink. There was no purpose, really. The only thing I got out of it was being able to say that I did 31 days of mediocre illustration work. So I definitely recommend planning for this type of challenge. 2 years later, I did try again, and I actually planned all my drawings in September, which they do actually release the prompts if anyone follows the prompts. I don't, because I kind of like to do my own thing. But yeah, you can plan in September, sketch everything out, and just be ready. So in October, you just ink everything. I think that's a much more efficient way of going about this challenge. And I know it's already October 1st, and if you've already started and didn't plan, it's okay. Don't beat yourself up. It's fine. Because I didn't finish 31 days when I did the planning. Life got in the way. I had freelance work. I had to put it aside. But I think I got to day 12, and it was fine that I didn't finish 31 days because I had 12 really good illustrations that I was really happy with. And that was more meaningful than finishing the whole challenge. I mean, I'd love to do all 31 days, but it's just not always practical for everyone. So even if you didn't plan, I just recommend going about the challenge with more of a purpose of making good work rather than finishing 31 days of maybe good work just to say you finished the challenge. It's just not going to be as fulfilling as actually doing good work. Yeah, that's just my advice. So I also wanted to mention the piece I'm working on here. It's actually from that time when I didn't finish the 31 days, but actually liked the work. And you're probably wondering, why are you redoing a piece? But and this is why. I did it on some really crappy watercolor paper, and I always wanted to color it. So this is just me redoing it so I can actually color it. And you'll see that in the next video, the coloring process, and I'll talk a little bit more about the paper and what I'm doing. But yeah, I hope this was helpful in some way. I hope everyone enjoys Inktober and does some really great work. I'm excited to see everyone's ink illustrations as we get into it. And as I mentioned, this is just part 1, so part 2 is going to be the coloring process. And you can actually see here I'm putting in the masking fluid for that. Thanks again, everyone, for watching, and happy Inktober. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!